All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to say, Call Allah Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Rakaha Kudash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who taught us the truth and rule well. And Shalom to the hopeful elect, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Rakaha Kudash, Barakatam. It's the brother Kazak coming back at it again with another lesson. And the title of this lesson is going to be, The Lord Will Sick Spirits of Vengeance on These People. All right. And this lesson's coming through the inspiration, it's pretty crazy and it's all spiritual, you know what I'm saying? But it's coming through the inspiration of, the show, this TV show called Dahmer, the monster, the Jeffrey Dahmer story. All right. It's basically a series, surrounding the life, I suppose, of Jeffrey Dahmer. Now, even though it says I already watched this, I haven't watched this. All right. My family watched this. You know what I'm saying? They, got my Netflix and all that. You know what I mean? So I ain't really tripping on that, but I might watch it, but either way, this is all through the spirit, all right? Because as we're approaching the time of judgments, Yahweh Shemel Shai is going to, open up on this place, and he's going to open up on it through many different aspects, through different angles, all right? And this angle, for example, is by way of spirits of vengeance, all right? With spirits of vengeance, all right, in the scriptures, it's basically dealing with serial killers, all right? And you got a lot of, sickos out there, that's, out there, lurking around. You got a lot that don't, do it, because of, they don't want to get locked up, But when all hell breaks loose, all right, and there's no more 911, there's no more consequences, when it comes to, doing these things, all right, that's when you're really going to see, a lot of spirits of vengeance, a lot of people that's, out here, basically, barely even functioning in society. They're going to lose their mind. They're going to snap. They're going to start killing people, man. All right. And it's already beginning. All right. Because here in California, there's talks of a serial killer. All right. And this is where the inspiration really comes from. All right. Of the lesson. Okay. Because you got the show, that's kind of spiritual. All right, but now you have an actual serial killer, in California up north. I wouldn't say up north, but kind of like in the middle by Sacramento, San Francisco area. It's in Stockton. All right, so let's get into the article. Okay, so it reads, the article is titled, Police Have Linked Several Shootings to a Possible Serial Killer in Stockton. All right. Stockton police have now linked 7 shootings, 6 fatal, to a possible California serial killer who remains at large. Officials confirmed that the string of seemingly random homicides began in April last year, more than a year earlier than previously believed. They warned there could be additional victims. All right, so basically what this dude is doing, all right, is he's just going around randomly shooting people, man. All right, just going around randomly just shooting people. You imagine that, you just minding your own business. All right, and then out of nowhere, you just get shot, by a random person for no reason. All right, and that's that judgment, man. Okay, because a lot of you Babylonians, man, you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, all right, you are wicked, man. Okay, and it's gonna be the majority of y'all that's gonna be getting put to death out here, man. All right, but it's because y'all are wicked, man. Okay, and these other Babylonians, man, these heathens, man, they don't count, man. They lose by default. All right, so they're not really a factor. All right, but you tribes, man, you're going to be the main prey of these spirits of vengeance, man. All right, and it go come in all forms, man. It's not just going to be serial killers. You might have, straight up militia, Edomites that just want to roll on you tribes over that perpetual hatred. You going to have a lot of different, avenues of judgments that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to open up through his spirits of vengeance, man. Okay, let's continue on. All right, the rest might be miscellaneous, but, let's just make sure just in case. Okay, so it says police have drawn connections to all 7 shootings by using ballistic evidence and checking that against a statewide database, as well as surveillance video footage from some of the crime scenes. All right, so, they trying to investigate and the dude's not even caught. Here it is. All hell is about to break loose. This dude is still at large, man. And who knows how many people is out there, killing people, in the shadows, man. A lot of people in the shadows, like I stated earlier. A lot of people, maniacs, lurking in the shadows, waiting to be unleashed, man. All right. because that's the time that we're coming in, man. A time of judgment. Okay, because Yahweh Shai, all right, has had enough with the wickedness of this world. All right, so let's continue on. Let me see. All right, so we read that part already. All right, let's see what this person says. So as the investigation continues, there's definitely a possibility that there could be more. All right, that's what, some officers said. All right, a team of detectives is scouring older shooting homicides for potential links to the recent spate of violence, according to Silva. All right, the department has also called on other local precincts to peruse their own cases for matches. Okay, so you know what I'm saying? They are, they're trying to, investigate it. And this is actually a pretty long article. All right, but let me see if I'm just gonna skim through it. See if I can find something else on it. All right, let me see. All right. Oh yeah, right there. Okay, so let me see. See, that's one part. All right, might be a 40-year-old Hispanic man. That's what the description is to this person. All right, but let's read this part. Okay, so the last part, last few paragraphs, it says, after reviewing many hours of video surveillance, investigators believe they have located a person of interest. The department announced in a statement that included in a grainy screen cap of an unidentified person dressed in a dark hoodie. On Tuesday, officials released a short video of the same person whose face was never captured by camera. Of course, because them dudes is very meticulous when it comes to doing what they do. Continuing on, and it says, in every case, including the incident in Oakland, the attack on the woman last year, Silva said all of the victims were out late at night or in the early morning hours, alone or in poorly lit areas. Yeah, and that's another thing too. You women, you know what I'm saying, of our nations, man, y'all be doing nothing but partying all the time, man. Y'all got no business being out after dark, man. All right, because that's when the freaks come out, man. And as you can see, some person, just going around shooting people, man. I believe it was a woman that got shot too. But he just going around indiscriminately shooting people. All right, continuing on, and it says that's when they were ambushed. You see, that's when they were ambushed. None of these cases involved robbery or are believed to be gang related. So these are just random shootings, man. All right, but that's Yahweh Shimi Hawashai, opening up on you tribes, man. That's Yahweh Shimi Hawashai opening up on Babylon. Okay, because he's sick of this place, man. All right, and let's bring it out in the book of Ezekiel, chapter 9 and 4, just to set the foundation. All right, let me see. Ezekiel, where that? Right there. All right, so book of Ezekiel, chapter 9 and 4, and it reads, and Yahweh Shai said unto him, and who is him? The angel with the inkhorn. All right, that was given the task to put a mark of exemption on the men that sigh and that cry. What did he tell them? All right, it says, go through the city. It's like go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry, for all the abominations that be done in the midst of. And there's nothing to. Let's get into that too. All right, because we're gonna continue on, pushing out the vibration that Yahweh Shemi Hawashai, all right, is gonna take care of the elect in Jacob's trouble, man. Okay, because it is, a thing. You see, things getting real. All right, yeah, you do have them demons that want to attack you, but you gotta fall into the scriptures. Not fall into the scriptures, like you gotta resort to the scriptures, man. You gotta use the scriptures, rely on the scriptures. That's the word I meant to say. You gotta rely on the scriptures. Yahweh Shemi Hawashai, the name of the Lord, to get that doubtful stuff out of you, man. All right, so let me see, Strong's H 8420. All right, and the word is, let me see. I'm gonna get it on the other one. Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna get the proper usage of it. Let me see. So that's boom. tha. Okay, that's a tha. And then the second one is, is it a wa? Let me see. Just to make sure. You know, it might be a wa. It's not a na or anything like that. Yeah, it's the wa or a tha. You know what I'm saying? And what does this and what does this word mean? All right, it says a mark as a sign of exemption from judgment. Okay, so there are men. It says so. This happened back then, and the same thing is happening now. All right, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is putting a mark of exemption on the elect. Okay, and they're going to be exempt from the plagues that is written of in Second Esdras. So like in Second Esdras, there we go. Second Esdras chapter 5, chapter 15, verse 5. All right, and it reads, "Behold, said Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction." All right, and these are the plagues that's gonna be upon these Babylonians, man. All right, for their wickedness, especially you tribes, man. Especially these so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. All right, always waxing worse and worse. Always taking the counsel of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua for not. Even in Israel, man. Even in Israel. Okay, and it's to the point where the Lord has had enough. All right, verse 6. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Yeah, fulfilled, meaning the Lord has had it up to here. He wants no more of it, man. That's why he is you know, doing what he's doing, man. You know, he's putting the spirit on these heathens to go to war. All right, he's putting the spirit on these elites to enable their agendas. Okay, that they may go down. All right, because the enabling of these agendas for their new enterprise is going to be their downfall. All right, but in the midst of all this, okay, it's going to be, you know, a lot of judgment, man. It's going to be Jacob's trouble. All right, so going back to Ezekiel chapter 9 and 4. All right, so like we already read that. You know, we set the foundation. You're going to have men that's going to be exempt from the judgment. All right, so these demons, all right, these spirits of vengeance, okay, they're going to be on you 2/3, man. All right, the 2/3 are not going to have no protection from the plagues. All right, and the spirits of vengeance are part of those plagues. They represent the sword and death. All right, the sword and death, because the sword, all it is a killing instrument. And what do they use to kill? Obviously a killing instrument, man. Okay, so verse 5, and to the others he said in mine hearing. All right, now the others is talking about the other angels that were there, you know, with the main angel with the inkhorn. All right, these other angels had killing instruments. Okay, pursuing, you know, to what the scripture says. All right, to the top, you know, or it's like it's starting from the top on down. All right, it says, "Go ye after through the city and smite." All right, so these other angels were given the order to go and get busy. And who are they getting busy on? They're getting busy on you tribes, man, as we're getting ready to read. All right, it says, "Go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eye spare, neither have ye pity." Exactly. Hey, just like this man right here, you know, he didn't have pity. He just randomly walking up to somebody and just shoots them. A complete stranger. That's no pity right there. All right, even Jeffrey Dahmer's, man, even dudes like this, these dudes would prey on children, man. You got serial killers out there, you got spirits of vengeance out there that would prey on children. You know, I think you had this one dude called the Candyman. Let me see. Yeah, the Candyman. I forgot his name. I know his last name is Gacy or something like that. You know, Candyman, serial killer. All right, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is gonna unleash terrors on you, man. Okay, this dude is Dean Corll. All right, look at this. All right, Dean Arnold Corll was an American serial killer and pederast who abducted, raped, and tortured and murdered a minimum of 28 teenage boys and young men. You see, the old and the young, man. All right, they're not having pity. You know, there was one picture that you know, I'm not gonna show it, man. You know, but it gets dark, man. You know, it gets very dark. You know, but you know why? Because that's the wrath of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. That's the judgment of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. All right, as it is written in the scriptures. Let me see. Let's grab that right here. It is a fearful, all right, thing. There it is right there. All right, where does it say that? Hebrews chapter 10 and 31. All right, what does it say? It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. Exactly. Okay, why? Because he controls both sides of the spectrum. He controls the good, he controls the evil, man. All right, these people, especially our people, all right, the tribes walking around, prancing around like the Lord is all love, like hey, like after all the wickedness they do, the Lord is just gonna, be nice to them and, be all complacent, all docile, like he's just this guy, like he's just this yes man, like he's like, yeah, you're okay, I love you, all love. No, man. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, he the living power. He controls the good and the bad. All right, what does it say in Amos chapter 3? Let's get that. Let me see. Boom, Amos chapter 3. All right, what does it say? Shall the trumpet be blown? So like Amos 3 and 6, calling out the scriptures. What does it say? Shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid? And here's a key point. Shall there be evil in the city and Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai hath not done it? Okay, that is basically asking. That is basically saying the Lord is the one that does these things. Okay, and it's not like on some, basically saying that the Lord is wicked, because the Lord is righteous in everything he does. This is his creation. All right, but it is a reason why he does these things. It's because of judgment. Okay, because ultimately, all right, the general population of Babylon is wicked, man. All right, and you tribes are wicked, man, and y'all gonna get judged. All right, the Lord is lacing y'all up to get judged. All right, as it is written in Jeremiah chapter 51. What does it say there? All right, let me see. Oh, still like it, not Jeremiah 51. Isaiah chapter 65. I keep on getting them mixed up, man. But what does it say? Let me see. All right, Isaiah 65 and 11. It reads, "But ye are they that forsake Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai." And I know I brought this out, in the last lesson, but it's all through the Spirit, man. All right, it says, "But ye are they that forsake Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, that forget my holy mountain, that prepare a table for that troop, and that furnish the drink offering unto that number. Therefore will I number you to the sword." Exactly, man. "And ye shall bow down to the slaughter." All right, and that's going into all the plagues that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is gonna open up in Babylon, really the whole world. All right, and this is primarily, by way of the Esau Edom coming down with great wrath, martial law and things of that nature, but this is why, it gives you the reason as to why he's doing it, because you tribes are wicked, man. All right, you forsook Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. You forgot the holy mountain. Okay, what does holy mountain go into? The holy nation. All right, you forgot who you are, and you don't want to hear it, man. You don't want to accept the children of Israel in the world. They don't want to accept who they are, man. All right, with the exception of the elect. Okay, you go to a random Jake and you try to put them, let them know, who they are, right? Their true nationality. Put them on game on that, and guess what? He not gonna want to hear it, man. He might even try to fight you. He gonna be his enemy. So therefore, what gotta happen? The Lord gonna prepare a table for that troop. He gonna be part of that table that's for that troop. All right, which is these devils that's getting ready to come down with great wrath. All right, and it's not to switch the subject, okay, but it's to show that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is justified in everything he does. All right, continue on, and that furnish the drink offering unto that number. All right, it's like continuing on. All right, yeah. Bow down to the slaughter. All right, verse 12, just finishing up on that. It says, "Because when I called, you did not answer. All right, and when I spake, you did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes." You see? But did evil before mine eyes. And that's the majority of our people. They do evil before the eyes of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. There is, amongst the average Jake, there's almost no right, nothing good in his mind. He's either thinking what woman he's gonna commit adultery with. The Lord is far from their hearts. All right, hey man, the harvest is ripe. Okay, the harvest is ripe. Continuing on, and it reads, let me see, and did choose that word, and I delighted not. Yeah, that's it on that. All right, because the Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai does not delight in the behavior of you tribes. Okay, from the men to the women to the children, man. All right, so let's go back to let me see. I think we were in Ezekiel chapter 9. We're gonna finish up on that. All right. Hold on. Let me see. Ezekiel chapter 9. All right, and verse 6. Okay, we're gonna finish up on this, and then we're gonna bring out the scripture concerning the spirits of vengeance, man. All right. So Ezekiel chapter 9 and 6, and it reads, "Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women." Yes, that's Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. All right, that's why, you know, the fear of Yahweh Shem Yahushai is the beginning of all wisdom and knowledge, man. All right, continuing on, and it reads, "But come not near any man upon whom is the mark." All right, because it's the mark of exemption, "and begin at my sanctuary." All right, because the judgment starts in the house, man. All right, then they began at the ancient men which were before the house. Exactly, man. All right, but it goes to show you, man, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you know, he's about to open up on you tribes, man, and on every aspect. All right, in every aspect. Okay, so let's go. Obviously, we're gonna have to look it up. All right, spirits created for vengeance. All right, and let me see. We're gonna go to Sirach. You know, in the Apocrypha, that's Ecclesiasticus. All right, and what was it? 39. All right, I know that's the key point right there. You know, but let me see if there's anything surrounding that could be brought out as well. All right, so yep, right there. And okay, it just seems that that's just it right there, you know, just the key point. All right, so we're just gonna bring it out. All right, and it reads, Sirach chapter 39 verse 28. All right, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. Exactly, and that's what these people did, man. All right, let's go back to that. All right, people like this, okay, Candyman, you know, he tortured, raped boys, man. You know, Jeffrey Dahmer too. All right, let me see, Jeffrey Dahmer. All right, yeah, Milwaukee Monster, that was his title, man. All right, sex who committed murder and dismemberment of 17 men and boys. Yeah, man, that's sore strokes right there, man. You know, yeah, the other guy, what was his name, Nightcrawler, man, which I think they made a TV series about him too. You know, Night Stalker, Nightcrawler. Yeah, look at this dude, man. You know, and then you had a few others, to name a few. You know, I don't know too much about, you know, the serial killers. I just know that, you know, the more heinous ones. You know what I'm saying? The ones that, you know, really made it out, you know, to the mainstream. You know, but that's, you know, that's the what's it called? That's the you know, that's the spirits of vengeance, man. All right, pardon my stammering lips. You know, and I believe there was also, you know, a show. All right, a broadcast. You know, serial killer. Let me see. Calls into a radio show. All right, and Akim that's watching this, man. Oh, Salak. Boom.
Sometimes I ask Omar.
All right, Akim that's watching this. All right, man. Hey, man, this stuff is real, man. A serial killer calls a popular radio show. This happened sometime in the 90s. You know, this guy, his name was Howard Stern. Stern. You know, Howard Stern. You know, he was a host of a radio show, and some guy calls in and he talks about how he does nothing but kills, you know, prostitutes and things like that. You know, and then what gave this credibility, all right, as far as, you know, not it being not just some random person trolling, all right, was the fact that after the phone call, the day later, the FBI came to his radio show. Okay, because they was looking for the dude, because dude was really out there killing people, man. All right, I think he was doing it in Florida. I'm not too sure. You know, I don't remember. It's been a minute since I watched it. All right, but this dude, all right, that called in, he never got caught, man. He's still out there somewhere. You know, he's probably still you know, preying on, you know, people, you know, laying on sore strokes, as the scriptures say. Okay, but this is what's gonna happen, man. All right, Yahweh Shem Yahushai is gonna open up on you tribes, man. Especially you women, man. All right, especially you women. Y'all the main The women and the children, y'all the main victims of these serial killers, man. Okay, and it's all because of judgment, man. As the scripture says, whoever perished being innocent. Yeah, a child dies, it's crazy, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, that child was somebody in his past life, and he did something in his past life to deserve what he got in the current life. All right, that's just the balance of things. As the scripture says, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai's judgment is likened unto a ring. What goes around comes around. Okay, so anyways, back to Sirach chapter 39 and 28. All right, and it reads, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes, and in the time of the destruction, all right, so let me make sure that's off. All right, in the time of the destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Yeah, they appease. The Yahweh Hashem Yahushai gets pleased by their acts. Okay, because it's judgment, man. All right, it's judgment, and it just further goes to show the fear that you ought to have for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. Okay, so here it is, people, in the world, they fear, the big, mob boss, gang leaders and things like that. All right, but Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, he's the ultimate shot caller, man, because he controls the good and the evil. He could have anything happen to you, man. All right, so it's only common sense to fear the Creator. Okay, so let me see. Yeah, you see that right there. They see even the world had to chime in on that, and that's a display, an exhibition of how the population, just the people out here in this society is losing their is basically losing their shit, man. All right. One car honked and then the other car, and it was probably for some petty reason too. I didn't see what happened, but it had to be over some petty reason. One person was just so frustrated, he just had to let it out and honk on a person, and then the other person went and honked back at him. What's gonna happen when all hell breaks loose and something like that happens? They're gonna go blow for blow, man. All right, blow for blow. Okay. So anyways, we done on that part. All right, there was another scripture I wanted to get. Oh man, forgot it. But the point's been made. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is gonna sick, spirits created on vengeance on you tribes, man. All right, and not just you tribes, but really, Babylonians in general, man. All right, so that's gonna be the title. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai will sick spirits of vengeance in Babylon, man. All right, so with that, I'm going to say, call halal, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai Ba'ashim Rakah HaKudash. Forgive me the spirit to do this lesson. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. All right, with that, I'm going to say, Shalom, on to the next.